Welcome to the Lighthouse Theater. Excited to be here for this one. I'm Todd Grisham. And watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
Time for our tail of the tape. The incomparable Carl the Cobra Froch, 6'1" tall with a 75.2-inch reach. And he'll be taking on the legend himself, Carl the Cobra Froch. Saul Canelo Alvarez, the Mexican legend, the middleweight, the super middleweight, the light heavyweight who fights out of Guadalajara.
This bout is scheduled.
What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
All right. What a night it is. You can hardly hear yourself speak. The atmosphere, the people at ringside. This is ridiculous.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Those counter punches have to hurt. Beautiful counter shot. Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. Do you believe this? Solid punch. That counter shot lands. Maybe I'm crazy, Johnny, but this slugger's game plan appears to be hit me in the face as many times as you want, and right when you get tired of it, I'm going to catch you with a counter and knock you out.
Terrorize them into not wanting to throw a punch because they don't even see the shot leaving.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice job to block that uppercut. Missing with the hook. Only catching air with that hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Second off watching that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there.
Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighters.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
The charts action from both of these fighters. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. They've avoided catastrophe there.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Offense all the time. to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about botching that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a fighter.
And there's the bell for round 3. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Start respecting each other's punching power. Just missed with that hook. Look at the footwork, the hand speed. This is the best that the middleweight division has to offer. Exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Left hook misses. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Missed him with that uppercut. Punch, counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Oh no, Carl Froch got caught. Talk about Froch in that last round. He is down big time on the score.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important.
Great round, great round.
Here we go to the 4th round. And shoot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Good defense there to stop that hook. Missing with the hook. You'd like to see more jabs. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about botching that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Bring the round on your jab. Good work. That's it, man.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
How about that time counter shot? What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Nice exchange here from both men. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
His stamina is off the charts. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. So we're not watching that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
You know what?
You don't want to leave.
This is the beginning of round 6. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Which one of these athletes? Pull it right there. Froch in trouble. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Defense is everything, because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Both men step back for just a moment. He threw the hook, didn't land. What an upset here as Alvarez goes down. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Talk about Alvarez.
He's starting to make.
There's the bell to start round 7. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. He fails to score with that left hook. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Froch in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance.
Get this boxing back together.
And there's the bell for round 8. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good defense on the right uppercut. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You'd like to see more jabs. When are we going to see a jab from these two? The fighter's vision is paramount, and the referee may stop it here.
Are you all right? Are you okay?
The referee determines that we're good, and we will continue to fight. The judges have spoken, a unanimous decision victory.